Some facts about money. Money is a medium of exchange. That is all money is, nothing. 5,000 years ago, was there a rupee? Was there a dollar? Was there a credit card? Was there a debit card? Was there net banking? No. How did money started? Money started as barter. Two kids till the age of 5 still have no concept of money. Give a 6 months old 1,000 rupee note and a 5 rupee coin. Which one is he interested in? Coin. The 5 rupee coin. But he only attached value to the shine, not to the paper. So, money is a medium of exchange. In the start, when the society started, it was very simple to exchange things. Earlier there were only hunters. So, it was only food that was exchanged from here to there. I have hunted deer, you have hunted pig, and now let's exchange a little. You give me your deer, I'm giving you the pig. And then they were exchanging their weapons. I have this stone, I have this spear, and now we will exchange it. So that was barter. Then society became a little more complex. The civilization invented agriculture. We started settling, on the river banks. If you know, even still the big cities are near the river banks, even after 5,000 years. And then it became more complex. Different professions came into being. Pottery was there, we had blacksmith, we had people who were making clothes, we had a lot of different professions came up, and barter became a little complex, but still it continued. People used to go to the potter, I'll buy a pot, I'll give you a kg of rice. That's how it started. That's when the metrics and measurements and all those things start getting invented. Then society reached to such a stage where barter became very difficult, absolutely difficult. So somebody brilliant came up with the idea called money. Money is an idea and a medium of exchange. And what did they do? They invented money. It can be coin, paper, credit card, debit card, but basically it is a medium of exchange. How does it work? Let's say we have Mahesh here with 100 rupees. And here we have a gentleman who has a book that he wants to sell. So and Mahesh wants to buy the book. Now, what will he do? He will say, okay, Dilip, I want to buy the book from you for this 100 rupees. And he gave Dilip the 100 rupees. And Dilip gave him the book. Now, he has the book and he has the 100 rupees. Now, his need is satisfied. He has a currency. But he cannot eat the 100 rupees. His need is probably a toy that he wants to buy for his son. And we have Hardik who has the toy. So what does he give? He gives that 100 rupee to Hardik and Hardik gives him the toy. Who has the 100 rupee now? Hardik has the 100 rupee, he has the toy. Mind you, things have been exchanged. Now he has the book, he has the toy, and he has the 100 rupee. Now, he just has this 100 rupees and he wants to buy a different thing. Let's say he wants to buy a mobile phone costing 100 rupees, it's a dream. And let's say Mrs. Subedar there has the mobile phone. So Hardik gives her the 100 rupees and gets the mobile phone. Now she has the 100 rupee. How many 100 rupee notes are rotating in the room? Just one. Just one. And how many people's need have been satisfied? 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one has the 100 rupee. And this 100 rupee will keep on rotating, satisfying the needs of everybody. And this is still the same means today. It's the same principle. Money is invented. Money is an interface between one thing and the other thing. Important to understand. Because things are different, so they cannot be matched exactly. That's why an interface is required. For example, this computer doesn't understand our language. It understands the language of 0 and 1, the language of binary. Hardware understands binary. And I understand English and you understand English. So, for this computer, what is money? For this computer, the hardware, the money is 0 and 1. Because it is that 0, 1 which can convey to us and we can convey to X. To understand money in a bigger concept, money is a medium of exchange. Now there are trillions of rupees and dollars and euros floating all over the world. But do you know how much is the real currency in physical form existing? Only 4%. Only 4% currency exists in physical form. Everything, and by that, need of 100% is satisfied. By the same logic, it is moving around. You don't have to print everything, but everybody needs to be satisfied. Otherwise, inflation will become so much, the world will collapse. When dollar till 1970s, what was the system? The number, you know how does a country decide how many rupees or dollars have to be printed? ऐसा नहीं सुबह आके छापो 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 का फैक्ट्री शुरू हो गई. It's okay. For example, in US, they have to have a counter security in terms of gold. Whatever is the value attached to that gold is the amount of currency that can be printed. And as the value of the gold increases, and who puts the value on that gold? You and me. Human beings attach value to it. And then gradually, as the value of the gold increases in our minds, they print more currency, more dollars. And let's take a situation where suddenly all that gold that they have put in their walls disappears. What happens to the world? Nothing. Till the time you don't know that the gold has disappeared. But the moment you know the gold has disappeared and there is no counter security, the world collapses. This is what happened in 1930, the Great Depression. All over the world, that happened. This is what happened in 2008 when the stock market crashed. The counter currency were not valid anymore. So, it is a medium of exchange. That's how the world. Why do all these things exist? They exist because we believe in them. It is our belief that makes them exist. Nothing else. They don't exist physically at all. And I'm talking of real world. Only 4% of the currency is physical and real, out of which 100% of the world runs. This is our facts of money. It's just a medium of exchange. And, you know, money is the body of the value. It is a physical representation of the value that rises and falls in ourselves within us, depending on demand and supply. Why is more and more money being printed? Because more and more things are being invented. More and more desires are coming in the world, and there is a demand for them, and there has to be supply for them. To match the demand and supply, more currency is required. And I can tell you one thing, if tomorrow everybody decides to become a hermit and a sadhu, and say, I don't need anything in the world, the whole value of money system will collapse. It exists only because you want more. Because continuously things. I remember 40 years ago there was no toothpaste. My grandfather used to do a datun, you know, neem datun. He lived till the age of 102. And his teeth till the end were perfect. He didn't use a Pepsi or, you know, Colgate or whatever it is. Today, our life, you have a particular choice. I will use this particular soap only. And after soaps were fine, earlier there were not even soaps. Then came soaps, and then so many soaps came. Then somebody said, oh, soap is not enough. We need a shampoo. Shampoo is the refined soap. Now in shampoo, you have 10 different kind of shampoos. And you have a film star selling all of them. Why is a film star selling? Because you are not buying a necessity, you are buying a desire. And desires are unending. And because desires are unending, so supply is unending. And that's why the inflation happens. This is why inflation happens. Because we keep on inventing more and more desires, piling. Other thing that is happening, the number of human beings are continuously increasing. Earlier there were only 1 billion people on earth, now there are 8 billion people on earth.